There was once a man who, despite achieving great success in his career, felt an unshakable emptiness within. Every day, he rushed from one task to another, his calendar filled with meetings, deadlines, and responsibilities. Yet, at night, as he lay in bed, he found himself wondering, is this all there is? One day, he traveled to a remote monastery, seeking wisdom from an old monk known for his deep understanding of life. As he arrived, the monk greeted him with a warm smile and offered him tea. The man, eager to share his troubles, began speaking rapidly about his achievements, his wealth, his worries, and his longing for something more meaningful. The monk simply listened, nodding occasionally as he poured tea into the man's cup. He kept pouring until the tea spilled over the edge, streaming onto the table. The man, startled, exclaimed, "Stop! The cup is full." The monk smiled knowingly. Like this cup, your mind is overflowing with worries, distractions, and busyness. Before you can find meaning, you must first empty your cup. The man sat silently, absorbing the monk's words. He realized that his life had been filled with external noise, leaving no room for inner peace. The monk then led him to a quiet garden and gestured toward a small tree. This tree does not rush to grow. It does not compare itself to the trees beside it. It simply exists, growing at its own pace, rooted in the present moment. The man watched the tree swaying gently in the breeze. For the first time in years, he noticed the rustling leaves, the warmth of the sun on his skin, the distant chirping of birds. He had been so consumed by his endless chase for success that he had forgotten how to simply be. Life is not a race, the monk continued. We are not here merely to accumulate wealth or achievements. We are here to experience, to grow, and to love. The greatest regret of those at the end of their journey is not that they didn't work hard enough. It is that they didn't truly live. The man thought of the moments he had missed, laughing with his children, savoring a meal, sitting quietly with his thoughts. He realized that he had been living in the future, always planning, always striving, never present. "How do I change?" he asked. The monk handed him a smooth stone. "Hold this in your hand," he instructed. "Feel its weight, its texture. Notice its coolness. Now, close your eyes and simply breathe." The man did as he was told. For the first time in a long while, his mind wasn't racing. He wasn't thinking about emails, deals, or deadlines. He was just there, holding a stone, breathing. "This is mindfulness," the monk said. "When you learn to be present in the simple moments, life becomes richer. Every meal becomes a feast. Every conversation becomes meaningful. Every step you take is part of your journey, not just a means to an end." The man stayed at the monastery for several days, learning to slow down, to listen, to appreciate the beauty in small things. When he returned to his life, he was no longer the same. He no longer rushed through his days mindlessly. He began spending more time with his loved ones, truly listening when they spoke. He appreciated the quiet moments, the simple joys. And as he lay in bed at night, he no longer asked, "Is this all there is?" Instead, he smiled, knowing that he had finally learned how to live. The monk's lesson was simple yet profound. True fulfillment is not found in what we achieve, but in how deeply we experience each moment. Life is not meant to be a relentless pursuit, but a series of beautiful, fleeting moments to be cherished. And when we learn to embrace the present, we discover that happiness was never somewhere in the future. It was always here, waiting for us to notice.